Alright, qualifying just started for these guys. We've got just about 10 minutes, so we are in pre-race and we'll get kicked off here in about 5 minutes. And already got cheering for Hammer tonight. Alrighty, got a lot of folks joining. Thanks to everybody for showing up. This is How to Suck at iRacing, broadcasting tonight from Bristol, Tennessee. Before we get started, please, if you have a moment, go like the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel. Subscribe. We've got broadcasts every Monday night for split decisions. We've got streams throughout the week and some how-to and help videos that get requested every week. So we try and get at least one of those out a week and help some folks out. Qualifying is underway. Looks like just about everybody's actually almost done qualifying. So we'll get our starting lineup kicked off here in just a moment. Do you want to point out that this is Super Late Models and SK Mods together on track at Bristol, so this does get a bit crazy. The Super Late Models, as we talk about, are faster on the straightaways, but those SK Mods monster the corners. And while in practice tonight we saw some interesting lap times, last time we were here we saw the SKs within about 0.4 of a second. Tonight we're seeing about a 0.7 of a second difference, probably just due to the dynamic weather and dynamic track temperatures. I would imagine as it gets worn in, we'll see the super late models will slow down. They cannot corner as good as the SK mods, so will be a bit interesting. And once they start getting side by side and battling on restarts, it does get to be entertaining. Now we are going to have some extra fun tonight because for the first time we will be talking to the drivers under cautions. We're not going to try and talk to them while they're racing. That would probably not be PG. But in pre-race, all these guys are talking. They're really looking forward to this opportunity to be able to talk. So this ought to be a lot of fun. Shout out to Turtle Shells. We will get to see some Turtle Shell paints out there tonight. Tyler the Turtle Rush is obviously running one, as is our fearless leader Dave Gilbert, as always. Both of them are running Turtle Shells paint. They are the sponsor for this league, so I want a big shout out to them. Definitely go like and follow them on Facebook, and if you need a car painted or even a logo for a business, they'll do that as well. Any of that graphic design magic that they do or that somebody needs, they can do it. I don't know much about the graphic design stuff other than their stuff is really good, and I cannot draw stick figures. But my wife's the artistic one in the family. So, like I said, SK Mods and Super Late Models here at Bristol tonight. Just a few minutes left in qualifying. Qualifying's already done. They're getting their drinks filled and everything else. We will be going 100 laps tonight. Unlimited tires and fuel. One fast repair around this .533 mile, 26 to 30 degree banked corners, 6 to 10 degree banked straightaways. And as we talked about last time we were here a month or so ago, the little dip coming out of turn 2 and turn 4. As you come out of those turns, there is a bit of a little bump there that can throw the car off and cause some issues if you're down too low or you hit it wrong or you're loose already or having problems. So that can make for some interesting racing. I think we'll see the SKs don't really deal with it too much. The super late models will, but we'll probably see them mostly running mid to outside line, and the SKs will be right down on the bottom. And if you've never tuned in before and watched these guys run, watching SKs and super late models running side by side and drafting and everything else is extremely exciting racing. We probably will see, if we get a long green flag run, we will see some breakaways. The SK mods can go the distance on their fuel and on their tires. Some of those guys will stop at 50 laps and or after 50 laps under caution, and they'll get some fresh tires. Some of the guys will just go the whole way. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. The last few races, somebody has always gone the distance on tires and had a good finish. So we'll see how it goes with the super late model guys. After about 20 laps, they're wanting the fresh tires. They're already pushing going in. They're already loose coming off. They're fighting the car all the way around. Last time we were here, we got to see some excitement. Had one driver literally drifting for about 10 laps before he went in to get tires. He would be drifting through the corners, especially on mid-corner. He was always just sideways. So will be some exciting racing to watch tonight. Looks like our qualifying is going to go up front in the super late models. We're going to have Chase Berry and Richard Remuller. He's a new driver, and Harley Barletta and Austin Householder are on the second row. Tyler the Turtle Rush and Kevin Bernheimer in the third row, and Stephen Fish and Chris Wheeler are rounding out the 8 super late models. In the SK mods tonight, we got Lucas Gortman, Nate Johnson. They're the front row, followed by Andy Turner and Thomas Myers. Thomas being one of our admins. He's out there helping out while he's racing. Bill Bussey Jr. is with us tonight, as is Jacob Hirsch. Tyler Ziegler and Bill Percy is with us tonight. He is a truck driver. Usually doesn't get to join us on Monday nights very often, but we're glad to have him back as always. And Brendan Whitford rounds out the 9 cars starting the SK mod field. Now, they are in a points race here, folks. The top 5 in the SKs are Lucas Gortman, Andy Turner, Nate Johnson, John Nichols, and Brendan Whitford. The super late models have Tyler Rush, Kevin Bernheimer, Dave Gilbert. Dave being our fearless leader who comes up with crazy ideas like running super late models and SK mods side by side. Stephen Fish and Austin Householder round out the top 5. I will tell you that Stephen Fish was pretty dominant last time they were here. Tyler, if I remember correct, Tyler Rush struggled a little bit here. Lucas Gorman and Andy Turner have been locked in a heated battle the last couple of weeks in the SK mods, so that will be exciting to watch and as they battle for points. And in both divisions, you do have a very small difference in points, about 10 to 15 points from 1st to 5th right now, so it will get interesting. They are battling for points, and they will be battling on track for it tonight. Now, before I forget, make sure to tune in Friday night in PTM Racing TV. We'll have on Facebook, we'll have our second round of the Split Decisions Crazy Dog T-shirts series. That is Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks on track together. Just went blank. I believe we're at Dover this Friday, but let me look that up. And so with those 3, we were at Rockingham last week. That was quite a show for sure. And let's go see where we are at this week. We are at Dover this Friday, so that'll be a heck of a race having those 3 types of cars side by side. And qualifying looks like it's about done. Like I said, everybody had already qualified, but we have an extra long qualifying session. That is just to give everybody a chance to stretch their legs before they go 100 laps around this, the last great Coliseum, as it's called. Just to note that both the short track series here on Monday nights has openings, and we do have a few openings in trucks, I do believe, on Friday nights, because we're going to have some guys moving up to Xfinity soon. And if you go to the Facebook page for Split Decisions or for How to Suck at iRacing, you'll find a podcast series and put out a bonus podcast. We'll put a link up on the Facebook page here after the race, but there is some big announcements for Split Decisions Racing coming for the remainder of this year and going into the next season. And it looks like we're starting to line up on track. Let's go see if we can find some cars to watch. And there you see the super late models lining up at the front behind the pace car. And we see some SK mods back there as well. We've got a couple of servicemen in the field. I know the 75 of Austin Householder and also Thomas Myers, both veterans. Want to thank them for their service. And anybody else in the field that didn't clue us in on that. We've got the SK mods. It looks like Dave Gilbert had some problems in qualifying as he is lined up at the back. So he will be fun to watch work his way through the SK mods tonight. As we get them lined up, getting ready to go green. And if you pay close attention when they come out of turn 4, you might be able to see that little dip we talked about just a few minutes ago. Dave Gilbert, you better stop texting and start driving. Yes, sir. Yeah, and look out for Chase Berry, and next week is Legacy Phoenix, as Dave was saying in the chat. That will be exciting watching these guys go around there. Legacy Phoenix does not have the stupid little shortcut across it on the back straightaway, so it is a nice little bit of a different track and makes it a lot more exciting. As we are 1-2 green. They're coming out of turn 2. They will all be pitting on the front stretch tonight. Don't have enough cars in the field tonight to have to use both pit roads. And we've obviously got room for more. So if you're into iRacing and you like these type of cars, or you just want to try something you've never done before, watch for that. The 11 will take the green flag and gets a bit of a jump. Chase Berry is already off and already setting a blistering pace as we go down into turn 1. Already starting to gap on the 5 car of Richard Remuller. I will get that name right eventually. And as we watch the 11 come around, already getting a lead, but the 81 is already a little bit of a bump and run. The 5 is down on the track. We will probably have a caution. He keeps it down low off the track. The caution does not fly yet. And he is tore up. He will probably be using that fast repair right away. I would imagine we will see the 5 on pit road before long. As the 81 comes by, the 81 of Harley Barletta. Knowing Harley the way I do, he is apologizing profusely right now. That was not his intention. He is definitely a clean driver. That was purely accidental. Let's go back here and we're looking at Tyler the Turtle Rush, and he is doing something a little different tonight, running that Toyota Celica paint scheme, and he said it is a Toyota. He is running a Toyota tonight, even though the game says it's a Chevy. So, the sim says Chevy, but he says Toyota. Will go with Toyota for tonight. And we've got the 28 Camel Car, Kevin Bernheimer. He's trying to move up, but the 75 Austin Householder right behind him. And Austin's been fast every single week. Always up there in the top 3. He probably is not going to have a hard time getting around Kevin as fast as he's been, but it looks like he might be struggling a bit tonight. Not on the top of his game. As we see, the 71 just got past him, as did Stephen Fish. Looks like Chris Wheeler in the 71 and Stephen Fish in the 32 both got by Austin Householder. And I would expect to see Austin coming back very soon. Now, some of these guys, he might be saving a little bit of tire for later in the run. We'll have to wait and see. This track is a bit difficult on the tires for the super late models. They are heavier and they are fast. And they wear that right front and that right rear down quickly as they get loose coming off the turns. And move back to the SK mod battle going on. We will start to see some lapping going on before long if they stay green, as the number 60 of Nate Johnson is leading Lucas Gortman around. And that number 17 looks like a Days of Thunder inspired paint job tonight. And here comes our leader, Dave Gilbert, to the outside. He cannot keep up in the corners, but he's going to come flying back by on the straightaway. There he goes. We'll watch Dave for a lap or two here, and you can see the disparity, and that's why we run the way we do. That disparity makes for some great racing and some great times. Looks like we are under caution just as we're starting to get lapping. Do not see who was involved just yet. Don't know if we got a replay on that one. Looks like the super late models are all going to come in and pit. 15 laps down, they're all wanting fresh tires. Oh, wait a minute, I stand corrected. The 5 stays out. He's going to try and get his lap back. He'll get waved around. And we probably will not see many SKs on pit road as these super late models are taking the track position, a lot of them. It's kind of unusual. 15 laps in, we usually see just about everybody on pit road, but some of these guys are probably saving a little tire for later in the run. Looks like when they come around, it'll be Chris Wheeler that takes the lead once the scoring updates with the pit stops. And we should see the 5 get a wave around, and it looks like the 131 of Brendan Whitford will probably get the lucky dog as well. According to our scoring, it looks like he is a lap down. And there goes the 5, and there goes the 131. So they should be lining up, showing Chris Wheeler now in the lead. So maybe the strategy pays off. That puts a bunch of SK mods between the super late models that just pitted. So they'll have to use those brand new tires up to rush back up to the front. So that's going to be some interesting pit strategy that comes into play before much longer. There's the 28, Kevin Bernheimer, now in second. Stephen Fish is in third. And then you have Nate Johnson in the SK and Lucas Gortman. Dave Gilbert is now running fourth. He started ninth, way in the back. And he has already moved up into the fourth position in the super late models. We've got the third place SK of Andy Turner. Andy Turner's been coming on strong the last few weeks. He did not start the season with us, but he is already up in second place in the points. Had some great finishes. I do believe he's had a win or two. The 64 of Thomas Myers, again, one of our fearless leaders in that 64 car. He is one of the admins for Split Decisions, always a great help. Sometimes he joins them for the race, and sometimes he gets up here in the booth and gives us a hand and helps admin the races. So glad to have Thomas on board. 1 lap to green as they start to line back up side by side. Now, on the first start, these guys start on the green flag. On this restart, it is dealer's choice for the leader. So Chris Wheeler will control the restart. Once that pace car's off, he can go anytime. So we'll see what kind of strategy Chris has going on tonight on these restarts. He's holding it, holding it, holding it, and he goes. Does not get a very good jump down into turn 1. The 28, Kevin Bernheimer, will have the advantage on the outside line. Carry a lot more momentum out there. As they settle in the 1 and 2 positions. Little bit of gap, but not much. Then Stephen Fish back there in third. As we see Dave Gilbert fighting his way up into the 4th place position. Now we mentioned he did not stop and get tires. Dave got the win at North Wilkesboro on tire strategy. He stayed up front all night, managed his tires, and managed to get the win at the end. So could be tire strategy again tonight. Looked like he got a little bit loose there. And there is Chase Berry, just got fresh tires, and he's already wondering about him getting through the SK mods, and now we have our answer. Chase is already charging to the front. Dave said to watch Chase closely, so we will have to do that tonight. Let's check some lap times here. Chase is running half a second faster a lap than the leaders right now on those fresh tires. And Chase is just flying through this pack. He dives under the 28 of Kevin Bernheimer, moves him up into, looks like it'll move him up into second place. He's chasing down Chris Wheeler already. We're just 8 laps from going green, 7 laps from going green, and here he goes. Already back up in there fighting for the lead. Does not look like it's going to be much of a fight. Chris Wheeler does not have the grip to hold him off. He's going to try, though. He's going to run that high line, try and cut off the run off the corner, but does not look like he's going to be able to do it. The 11 comes up and takes the lead again. Chase Berry back to the lead. And that puts Chris Wheeler back in second. Kevin Bernheimer is in third. The 27, Tyler the Turtle Rush, all the way back up to fourth after that restart. 32, Stephen Fish. Fifth, Dave Gilbert is in sixth. And then we get to some of our SKs as they're running side by side. Looks like that 5 car. Oh, and we've got another caution. Don't see where this one came from either. As these guys line up. And we're going to see Chase Berry's already coming back down pit road. Just got all the way back up to the lead and now back on pit road getting another set of tires. Let's see who all followed him in. We've got some of these guys still staying out there. There is not a tire limit tonight, so Austin missed his pit stall, it looks like, and we even see an SK on pit road. That's the 131 of Brendan Whitford. It looks like he might have just gone in for repairs. As we see Chris Wheeler comes back out in second place. But currently it is Chase Berry dominating the race. Got Chase Berry leading in the SK or in the super late model, and looks like Harley Barletta have to check scoring on that right quick. Looks like Harley Barletta might be leading the SK mods right now. There's Lucas Gortman. No, I'm sorry. It is Nate Johnson leading the SK mods right now. Harley Barletta is shown as leading the super late models. As we are under caution for the second time. And we see the number 95 getting his lap back as well. So we've got most of the field on the lead lap. Harley Barletta is the only super late model that has stayed out. 1 lap to green. Harley's going to line up and get a big jump on these SK mods. He should get a jump down the straightaway, and that's going to put a lot of SKs between him and Chase Berry, who's running second in the super late models way back there. Looks like he's got about 7 SKs to act as a little bit of a barricade for him as they're racing for position as well. Well, we'll see how this plays out. The number 60 and Nate Johnson will control the restart. Nate gets a little bit of a jump. Kind of a surprise for an SK to get a jump on a super late model down, and we're already back under caution. Looks like we've got one on their shell. Looks like Tyler Ziegler. Let's go to the replay. All right, folks. We'll watch that blue number 53 on this 53 there on the restart. Looks like, the 113 got turned just a little bit. They got a little too racy, and we ended up with a little bit of a problem for a couple of these guys. As we go back to the action here, find our leader. Nate Johnson was scored still being the leader of this race. And let's see here. Hey, Turtle, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, man?
So, how's things going out there? It looks like it's been a rough start.
We had a little bit of a good race going on. I came back in, got tires on that first pit stop, and got mired back in traffic. Was fighting my way back up there with the fresh rubbers, and I got into it with old Bernie up there, unfortunately. So we had to get some nose damage fixed. We're back here deep in the pack right now, trying to just keep our nose clean for the rest of the race. But hopefully we'll have a good show in here and be able to fight with some new tires back up through the field.
We saw Chase Berry just storm to the front. You think you can do the same on fresh tires?
I was about 2 cars behind him through that whole storm through the front, so we'll see. If these mods keep wrecking, it's going to be real hairy for the couple laps till we clear them. I hope we can, but everybody else back here has fresh tires now too, so it's going to be a little harder than it was the first time.
Well, good luck catching back up to Harley.
Oh, we'll try. I think this TRD Camry, honoring the Toyota Celica's got it, so we'll put it to good use today.
All right, man. Hopefully we'll be talking to you after the race.
All right, we'll see you later, Doug. Thank you.
That was Tyler the Turtle Rush. He's driving that Toyota machine back there, as he mentioned. We'll go back and take a look at that. That is a turtle shells painted car as well. As you see that red, the black and white, or the black and gold number 7 there is Dave Gilbert. That is the Split Decisions League paint scheme, and there is Tyler Rush in his Toyota Celica. As we move back up through the field, we get 1 to green. Be trying to talk to a few more of these drivers tonight. And it looks like they are going to be doing a single file restart. So will Nate be able to get away on a straightaway? I seriously doubt it, but will he give the outside line to the 81 of Harley Barletta is going to be the question. Harley will have the advantage down the straightaway. And here they come to green. Nate gets a good jump on Harley this time around, but Harley's going to power back. Looks like Nate is going to stay low, give Harley the outside line. Here comes Harley Barletta to the outside, down the back straightaway, and Chase Berry has already drove through the field. He's on 4 fresh Goodyears, and he is already moving to the front. as they're already coming up on some of the damaged SK mods, and they are flying by. And remember, Chase Berry's out there. He got tires 13 laps. I'm sorry, Harley got tires 28 laps ago. Chase Berry's only been on these for about 13 laps, so he definitely has a big advantage as we come down the front straightaway. And it looks like it may just be a matter of time before Chase makes a move on Harley Barletta. Chase seems to be closing the gap every single lap. Looks like he might have stalled out a little bit there. Not closing that gap anymore. As we move back, there's the 71 of Chris Wheeler, always in contention. The 28 of Kevin Bernheimer, he is coming up as well, running in 4th place. And Richard Remuller had some trouble earlier, already back up to 5th place. The 32 of Stephen Fish, the 7 of Dave Gilbert. Looks like we are under caution again. Looks like the SKs are struggling a bit tonight. And looks like we got the 53 back on pit road. And here they come back. Look like Harley had a little trouble trying to get on pit road. There is a rule in place that you're not allowed to fake your way onto pit road. So once he committed, he was committed. He cannot fake. He had to go get the fresh tires, and he definitely needed them. He'd been out longer than anybody else. And there is the 75 of Austin Householder, currently running 9th in the Super Late models. Got some damage on the back there. Looks like he might have had some problems on one of these cautions as well. Watch him for a minute, see if he goes in and gets fast repair. Or if he's going to stay out. He has been out on those tires for just 18 laps. As they come around, yes, he is going to duck onto pit road. Kevin Bernheimer currently, as we come to halfway, Kevin Bernheimer is currently being shown in 1st place. It's worth mentioning here, Lucas Gortman, Nate Johnson, and Chase Berry are all on the same team, so they are definitely out there working together. Let's see if we can talk to Austin Householder real quick. Hey Austin, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Looks like you're having a little bit of trouble there, buddy. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I mean, I ended up getting 8X out of there, and then I'm talking to you and almost hit the 11, but yeah, I think I could come back from it. Just got to be careful and try and not get to the 18X and get a penalty. So.
Yeah, you had definitely had a fast car earlier in the race. Hopefully you can stay out of trouble. We'll see you back up front.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Thank you.
All right, we will talk to you later. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
That was Austin Householder. He's the driver of the number 75. As we see Kevin Bernheimer hitting the pace car. Apparently he's hit everything else on the track and he wants to be perfect. There is Austin Householder. Looks like he used his fast repair at the halfway point. We are 1 lap to green. Should see them start to stack up side by side. Yes, and now we have a decent mix up here. We've got 3 of the Super Late models up front. Kevin Bernheimer, Stephen Fish, and Tyler Rush. And Kevin Bernheimer and Stephen Fish, both very fast guys. They've been up front in quite a few of these races. Stephen Fish got a win earlier in the season, so this will be, and we are green, and Kevin gets a good jump. Tyler's already looking to the inside of Stephen Fish. And Tyler Rush takes the inside. Looks like Stephen got a little loose coming off of turn 2. As we see these SK mods back here, those three up front are definitely hoping as we're back under caution. Let's see if we can... Oh, looks like the 75 might have been in trouble again. Let's go to the replay and see if we can figure this one out. Alrighty. Looks like we finally found it. Looks like the 73 came off, or the 75, excuse me. And it looks like the 5 was in trouble up in the wall with the 7 of Dave Gilbert. Let's go take a look at Dave. Looks like we might have glitched on Dave there. There we go. See if we can find out what happened here. Looks like Dave just got into the 81 of Harley Barletta, went up, caught the 5, and had a catastrophe on the front straightaway. Multiple cars involved. A lot of those guys have already used their fast repairs, so we'll see how this plays out as the night goes on. As the 17 of Lucas Gortman, hadn't talked about the SKs a lot tonight. 17 of Lucas Gortman is leading Andy Turner. And that is also the same position they run in the points. It's Lucas Gortman, Andy Turner, and Nate Johnson. There's Thomas Myers. There is Vincent Tebe, and hopefully, I do not want to jinx him by saying this, but he's having a good run and staying clean tonight. He's not having his run of bad luck. He's had just terrible luck the last few weeks, but here he is in 4th place, keeping it clean. So he is definitely going to be fighting up there towards the front after having some bad luck recently. 45 laps to go. Hopefully he doesn't get into any more problems. Hopefully we can stay green for a bit. See some green flag racing side by side as we come to 1 to green. Kevin Bernheimer managed to hold on to the lead from Tyler Rush. Stephen Fish is still right behind him, and then they've got the 4 SK mods back behind him, which will make it a little bit easier to get away from the other contenders. Looks like we might be going with a single file restart this time. We'll see if the pace car... No, it looks like we're delaying the green to get wave rounds completed. We should see him start to stack back up. 1 lap to green. Whew, there went the 5 getting his lap back the fast way. Looks like everybody but all the super late models but Dave are now back on the lead lap, and looks like most of the SK mods are on the lead lap. Looks like Bill Percy, Tyler Ziegler, and Bill Bussey Jr. all had a little bit of trouble and are a couple laps down each. And here we are coming to green. There's the 28. Gets a jump, but Tyler Rush right behind him. Tyler's making a move. Oh, was looking to the outside. Gets right up on the back bumper. They were talking about the old Dale Earnhardt days and the rattle in the cage during practice tonight. So we'll see if anybody gets their cage rattled. As we come to, we'll be coming to 40 to go. Work our way back and see some of these SKs. There is Lucas Gortman leading the field and got a little bit of a gap on Andy Turner. Here comes Thomas Myers, though. Vincent Tebe right behind him. There's Dave Gilbert back out on track after that accident. Brendan Whitford. And there is Richard Remuller charging back up to join the super late models. And Jacob Hirsch is out there still, as well as Austin Householder. So there's a couple of guys who definitely are trying to work their way back up towards the front. It looks like Bill Percy is in the pits having some problems tonight. Let's see if we can find. I don't see Bill in the Discord, but give me a minute. As we work back up to the front, Dave Gilbert's moved out of traffic. There's the 32 of Stephen Fish up, falling back to 6, excuse me. And Kevin Bernheimer's in 5th. And there is the man on the move, Chase Berry. He has been out for 20 laps on those tires. The leader's been out for 37, as were Kevin and Stephen. And it looks like at the moment he's got about 0.3 of a second faster laps. And there is your leader currently, Tyler the Turtle Rush in the Super Late models. Still have Lucas Gortman leading in the SK mods. But the question is going to be that number 11, Chase Berry, as we see the 81 get loose coming off the corners. Harley Barletta trying to get off the corner and trying to pick up third. Oh, the 71 is up and over. Looks like he is still rolling. Looks like he just got up into the wall and rolled it down the hill. Chris Wheeler struggling. 31 laps to go. So he gets back out. And he's, whoa, close one there. Good save, Tyler. Hey, Bill. Sorry, great to have you watching, and sorry you're in the pits. Got Bill Percy dropping in to the chat tonight. Looks like you had some problems early on there, Bill. Sorry to see that. I was expecting good things from you. As we are at 29 laps to go, and Tyler is up front, and we're going to see, and it looks like, once again, the top 3 stayed out, and the rest of the super late models have dived into the pits. Looks like Chase Berry's on pit road. Looks like Dave Gilbert will be getting a lap back. And we're going to have Tyler the Turtle Rush, Harley Barletta on the front row on this restart, followed by a mess of SK mods. And then we're going to be watching that man there in the number 11. That is Chase Berry. He has been storming to the front. Every caution flag thus far, he has gone out there or dived down pit road, got fresh tires, got fuel, and taken back off, and he is flying by these guys. If we get another caution, we might try and talk to Chase Berry. Getting a little close to the end of the caution period. Did not see him at first. Looks like Tyler's been out there for 44 laps on those tires. He is taking the track position, hoping that that'll keep him up front. Harley Barletta's only on 27 lap old tires. Should be getting the one to go as they come across the start-finish line. And it looks like a few of the SK mods came in over the last two cautions and got fresh tires as well. The first four are on the original set of tires, but Nate Johnson, Brendan Whitford, Jacob Hirsch, they have all pitted within the last 35 laps as we get the one to green and they stack up too wide. And here we go, and the race will be how quickly can Chase Berry get back up there without, hopefully we won't see another caution and get to see what these guys can do. They're hoping Chase wears his tires out as he comes around. And there goes Tyler the Turtle Rush, gets a big jump, 25 laps to go. And the caution flies again. Might have just been a delayed addition of a lap. Doesn't look like we've had any problems. Yep, they delayed the green flag and it just got a late delay on it. Should see the pace car come and jump out in front of that 27 car as they're all starting to check up a bit. And the 17 of Lucas Gortman takes out the cone. I really expected that from Thomas Myers. There's Thomas. He is not carrying a cone with him. I think he was aiming for the cones during practice. Now the question here is going to be, with about 22 laps to go on this restart, Chase has been storming to the front. We'll see if he can get back. Can he get back there? Can Harley and Tyler hold him off when he gets there? Not a lot of time left, but we saw him get through the field very quickly earlier on. Only took him a lap or two to get back to the front. And Tyler gets a good jump coming down the front straightaway. Sends it off into turn one. Got quite a jump on Harley Barletta. Harley was caught napping that time. And here comes a mess of SK mods as Lucas Gortman leads them around yet again. There's the 35 of Andy Turner and the 64 of Thomas Myers, and you see Chase Berry moving to the outside. Chase running that high line, trying to keep some momentum going. Charges by about half the field on that straightaway. And see the 28 of Kevin Bernheimer trying to follow him through, but here comes Chase Berry on those four fresh tires. That last lap, he was almost a half a second faster than your leader, Tyler Rush. 20 laps to go, and Chase Berry is through the traffic. About 1.5 seconds behind, and that gap is dropping quick. He's running 0.6 of a second that last lap, gaining 0.6 of a second every lap on the leader. 18 laps to go. The question is going to be if Harley and Tyler can hold him off. Harley makes a move for the lead, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case for long as caution is out. Looks like Dave Gilbert had some problems. Let's go to the replay. Let's watch what happened to Dave as he comes through the turn. There is a little bump down there on the low side. Oh, no, looks like the 75 Austin Householder got tapped, got spun, got up in the wall, and Dave just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. And we are back under caution. And we are going to attempt to pull Mr. Chase Berry into the chat. Mr. Chase Berry, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
So, does anybody have anything for you tonight, or are you just about to drive away with this thing?
I pitted and took tires, so I'm at the back behind all these lovely race cars, so we're about to find out.
Doesn't look like being at the back has been much of a holdup for you tonight.
Yeah, just getting lucky that the SK mods are a little slower, and just trying to use these fresh tires. Like, I think now the guys up front are burning their stuff up to where hopefully if I can get it to go green and clear these guys to no problems, it'd be phenomenal. Because I don't have a fast spray left, so it actually used it like earlier in the race. So yeah, we're swinging it. Let's see what we can do.
All right, man. Well, best of luck. Maybe we'll be talking to you after the race.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right, that was Chase Berry in that number 11 car. And it looks like the 28 of Kevin Bernheimer is in second behind Harley Barletta now. Looks like Tyler Rush finally stopped and got tires. He saw the way Chase stormed to the front. Maybe he's going to follow him through and see if he has anything for him at the end. But now that number 5 of Richard Remuller, he was in trouble early and has battled his way all the way up to third position. He's only got about 15 laps on those tires, so he's still going to be in pretty good shape. Definitely in better shape than Harley Barletta. He's got 40 laps on his tires. And he's at the kind of at the point, past the point of no return here, as they're going to get the 1 to green, stacked back up side by side. Kevin Bernheimer pitted about 17 laps ago. Harley Barletta's out there for 40 plus, and he's been out there longer than any super late model currently running on the track. Looks like Dave Gilbert's managed to pick up 1 or 2 more laps. So if we get another caution, we might see Dave back up in this fight. But for right now, it's going to be those 2 gentlemen battling it out, along with Stephen Fish and that number 5 of Richard Remuller. And Chase Berry and Tyler Rush trying to chase to the front. Harley Barletta will control the restart. He's holding back. He's trying to get a jump. He gets a bit of a jump, but Kevin was watching closely that time. He falls in right behind him. And the 5 is already back up underneath the 28 as they come out of turn 2. The 81 of Harley Barletta is still leading, but that 28 of Kevin Bernheimer is fighting. He is fighting to get that top spot. And it looks like Tyler Rush and Chase Berry might be struggling this time to get past these SK mods. Let's go take a look. There's Tyler Rush. Tyler's currently shown in 5th. Chase Berry back in 6th. There they are. They are trying to navigate these SK mods. 9 laps to go. Will they have enough time? These guys are pushing hard. You're seeing them getting loose off of every turn. And even the 17 of Lucas Gorman in that SK mod was getting a little bit loose coming off the turn there. Looks like those tires finally might be wearing, and Thomas Myers is right there ready to pounce. You can see the sparks flying off as they bottom out coming through the turns. We are back under caution. Harley Barletta, the number 81, brings out the caution. Let's see if we can go see. See what happened with Harley as he goes down into the turn. Kevin Bernheimer's pushing hard to get past him. Oh, Kevin just drifted up coming out of 2. And that brings us back under our caution. As we'll take a look through the field right quick, the 28 of Kevin Bernheimer now in the lead. He's got that 5 car of Richard Remuller behind him. Stephen Fish now up in third, and these three are about to have their hands full as there is Tyler the Turtle Rush and Chase Berry in that 11. 5 laps to go. They should get about 3 green flag laps. Lucas Gortman is still leading the SK Mods, but he has Thomas Myers right behind him. Lucas Gortman's had the lead all night long, so we'll see if Thomas has anything for him. Looks like Nate Johnson's on pit road. There's the 127, Vincent Tebe, up in 5th in the SKs. And let's go look back through the field here. There is the 53 of Tyler Ziegler. I am looking for one particular blue car back there. I do believe that, yes, that is Bill Percy back on track finally. Great to have him back out after some trouble early. But the battle we are going to be watching is definitely going to be up here at the front. 3 laps to go, so they will... Looks like they will get to the race for 1 green flag lap. So it'll be an all-out 1-lap shootout tonight. As the 28, Kevin Bernheimer leads him around. Will he have enough to hold off Richard Remuller, Stephen Fish, and those 2 gentlemen have been fast all night behind him, Chase Berry and Tyler Rush. They do not have the SK Mods in the way anymore. They should get the 1 to go this time by. The lights go out on the pace car. Yes, they do. It will get the 1 to go with 1 lap left. They do have 1 green-white checkered, so they will get 2 laps of green flag racing. That's probably going to be enough for that 11 car. We'll have to see if Chase Berry can do anything with these guys. Or if Kevin Bernheimer can hold off those 4 gentlemen behind him chomping at the bit to get that win. Pace car goes off. Kevin is going to control. They are leaning on each other on this restart. Kevin will control the restart. Kevin gets a jump. Despite the 5 being right up beside him, Kevin gets a good jump on that restart. Jumps out, gets a bit of a lead. The 11 is already to the outside, already up into 3rd before they get into turn 3. And here comes Chase Berry. Tyler Rush is in the wall. Tyler Rush hit the wall going through down the front stretch, manages to hold on to it. He's got some damage. He might be down. They got 1 lap to go. Can Chase Berry make it? He cannot. Kevin Bernheimer takes the win in the super late models. As Thomas Myers got past the 17 of Lucas Gorman, it looks like. Thomas Myers gets the win in the SK mod tonight. They will go up here and do some burnouts, and we'll see if we can talk to these guys. It looks like Thomas and Kevin are having themselves a heck of a time. Let's see if we can pull Thomas into the broadcast booth here. Hey, Thomas, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Great win, man. I didn't know if you'd have enough to get past Lucas there on that last restart.
I honestly didn't know I was going to be able to get him either.
Well, you did. You managed to pull it off. That's he dominated all night. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're in the wrong division, Thomas.
Oh, I know. Who'd have thunk that the 2 best rivals of the truck series from Friday night would winning completely different series on a Monday.
Yeah, yep. It just goes to show you.
Congratulations, Kevin. Good win.
Thank you. I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull it off. I kind of had to jump that little restart there at the end. They had new tires behind me, so I had to get away.
Yeah, I wondered if Chase would be able to chase you down with 2 laps to go on that green white checkered, but you managed to get a pretty decent jump. Looked like you had almost a half a straightaway by the time you got into turn 1.
Yeah, yeah. I got going there a little bit early after the pace car got out of the way, and that was basically the only hope I had. So I gave it a shot, and it paid off.
Yeah, it looked like Richard was leaning on you pretty hard on that restart too. He was definitely going to give you a run for your money if you hadn't.
Yeah, yeah. It was too bad we wrecked there coming off of 2 that time when we were racing for the lead. We were having a pretty good run, but he just got loose and come down in front of me and got hooked. And I felt bad about it.
Well, you guys both had a great race tonight. Great wins, guys. Thomas, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'm going to give a huge shout out to the Superior Professional Wrestling Training Center, also known as the House of Pain Wrestling Federation, for allowing me to run their colors and everything on the car, both on Monday nights and Friday nights. And I also got to thank my wife for supporting me through all this, too.
Yeah, it is definitely good to have a supportive wife. Kevin, how about you? You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, for sure. I need to thank Matt for watching, and Kelly and the Brad Keselowski Checkered Flag Foundation. I run their trucks on Friday nights, and they've actually acknowledged it and stuff. So hopefully, some good things coming for all of us over it. So we'll see.
Well, that is awesome. Great racing tonight, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and go celebrate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was our winners, Kevin Bernheimer and Thomas Myers. And for everybody at Split Decisions Racing, we want to thank you all for tuning in. And for everybody here at How to Suck at iRacing, definitely thank you for tuning in. We'll have more videos as the week comes on, and we'll have more racing next Monday night right here. And we'll have more to come. Definitely check out the new podcast that just came out tonight. We'll post that on Facebook here shortly, and got some great news, a lot coming from Split Decisions next season. And until next Monday night, thanks for tuning in.